All right. We are playing Surviving Mars. So, welcome to First Look. We're going to check this game out. I'm going to try to adjust a little bit of the options here. And going to have to see if I can get this to display properly here too. So give me a second. And there we go. Looks like we can change a little bit of these options now. Let's get that music turned down there a little bit. Oh, we take the sounds and there we go. All right, that's a little bit better. Let's see if we can. Looking good on everything else. There we go. All right, so let's start a new game. Let's figure out how to play. This is a first look looking at a game called Surviving Mars. We can play the tutorials. We can go ahead and do the first look on the tutorial and see if this is something that we want to play or recommend.
Welcome to Mars.
Okay, we're going to construct a small base and how to refuel a rocket and send it back to Earth. All right.
Hints such as this one will appear throughout the training process, giving useful information on how to advance in your current tasks. You need to master the camera controls and familiarize yourself with the terrain around the prospective colony site.
Okay, can zoom in or zoom out? Or you can hold Alt and move the mouse.
Now it's time to land your first rocket.
Okay, so selecting this rocket.
Selected, designate a landing site on the indicated location.
Okay, designate a landing spot. Okay.
And we have touchdown. The rocket has landed on Mars.
Okay, so it's wanting me to make a metals depot here. Let's try to place it. Okay, accelerate the game.
Our rocket carries valuable resources that will be essential for the construction and maintenance of the colony. Initially, it's best to designate a universal depot so the drones have a place to store them.
Okay. So let me slow down time here. Well, okay, I'm pushing ASWD to kind of move around. So universal depot. So it was wanting to be near my plane.
Along with metals, concrete is the other vital basic construction resource.
Okay. Alright, so we want to build a concrete extractor. Alright. Okay. That's what they want me to do. All right.
Well done. Now observe how the drones will carry all the resources to the site and then construct the concrete extractor.
Okay. Okay, so I'm making a little...
Like most buildings, the concrete extractor needs power in order to operate.
Of course.
Having a reliable electrical grid and supply is essential for the success of the colony.
Okay, I brought one with me, so looks like Stirling generator.
Connect the Stirling generator and the concrete extractor using a power cable from the build menu to power up the extractor. Waste rock is a byproduct of all extractors and is best stored at designated locations. This way you can ensure that it will not be in the way of future construction. Drones will pick pending tasks on their own within the range of the drone controllers they are assigned to.
Okay. Okay. Drone hub, so Alright, we want this to be able to take care of all of our stuff here. Alright. I'm assuming we need some pretty flat land, but it looks like we're going to be needing some of this stuff too. So looks like there's not another concrete like area near here. Trying to see if there's just any other resource in this area that we can kind of utilize. Probably be better off.
Drones run on batteries that have to be recharged periodically. Maintaining a steady supply chain between Earth and Mars is essential, especially during the early colonization stages.
There we go. All right. What do you feel on the rocket? So there's a couple things that we need to build here. Okay, so we kind of want this like sure if that
We
works.
don't have sufficient power for all the buildings in the colony.
Oh, we have an extra one. Nice.
A system of pipes is used to deliver resources such as water and air where they are needed.
Okay.
Resources are low.
Fuel production is now underway, and the drones will begin to deliver the fuel to the rocket.
Okay. So I just needed to connect these two, and then the drones will give the fuel back. Looks like. Okay. Got my rocket to take off. Okay, so we can build a pretty
Congratulations.
big area.
You have finished the first tutorial.
Okay, fair enough.
Welcome, Commander. In this training exercise, you will get acquainted with one of your most valuable tools, rovers.
Okay, this is not what I just built.
Now let's try moving around. The RC transport can load and carry resources around the map. Let's use it to refuel the nearby rocket. Now order the RC transport to unload the fuel next to the rocket.
Okay. Okay.
Some drones are left without a controller after the rocket launch. The RC transport is able to gather resources directly from surface deposits without the help of drones.
Cool. Got it. Okay. Not too bad. I'm thinking that there's going to be an absolute lot to this game because I mean, look at all the stuff that we got up here. There's all different like resource things and
Let's
cooling
set
down
up a
fast.
small
So
expand.
this might take a
some
little bit while
distance
to kind of
away from the main
understand
base.
to be able to. Okay, we are back. All right, so grabbing this, collect some resources here. Create a transport route. All right. Okay, so load resources. All resources. That didn't work. Hold up. So I want to load. All the resources in that area. And to unload the resources. Okay. Okay, so 1. Take apart.
Nice work.
Okay, so I didn't tell it something specific to do. I just said move all, so I think it's just gonna start taking stuff and moving it over there. Okay. I'm thinking that there's going to be quite a lot to this game.
Commander, one other thing.
Okay, so select the RC commander.
We need to construct a new sensor tower to scan the nearby environment.
Okay.
Good job. It's time to learn about scanning sectors and exploration.
Okay.
You can scan sectors of the map to discover new resources and anomalies. You can also queue sectors for scanning.
Got it.
Well done. Now it's time to use our fully operational RC Explorer to analyze the anomaly. Good job.
I don't know. I feel like I should be probably playing this game for a couple hundred hours before I do a first look. So yeah, I mean, I've been playing for
The
about
anomaly
30.
has yielded interesting insights into new technologies.
Anomaly found.
To about 30 minutes. And
This is the research screen. From here, you can choose and queue techs for research.
oh boy.
Commander, one other thing.
Okay.
Nice work. Now you know how to handle rovers.
And then going on to the next tutorial. Okay. I'm not sure what to say so far.
Welcome, Commander. It looks like this forward base has gone through a major dust storm.
So it
First
looks
things
like
first, let's remove some unnecessary structures.
okay.
Now
Demolish
let's
the
get that
structure.
drone hub operational.
Okay, so what that looks like is we probably need some power.
We have some power, but it's not enough. We can use the machine parts left from the concrete extractor to build a wind turbine.
Okay.
Even with the wind turbine, there won't be enough electricity to power the base, especially during the night.
Okay, select the vapor place. And off during the night?
You managed to get things operational, but
Okay.
this won't...
Maintenance.
We need more metals to secure this base. Good job. However, we need more than just metals. Fortunately, we can call a resupply rocket from Earth. Let's do some cleaning up around the base while we wait for the rocket to arrive.
Resources are low.
Now, let's remove some of the unnecessary cables. The supplies from Earth have arrived. Water is essential for a sustainable Martian colony. Fortunately, there is a water deposit near. Use the build menu to construct a water extractor near the water deposit. Then, power it up.
Okay.
water extractor is ready, but we don't have a storage for the water it will extract.
There we go.
The time has finally come to build the first dome that will house our colonists.
Okay. Interesting. I'm assuming I will need to build some pipes. And I'm assuming it's going to need power too. No, stop. Okay, use the build mode, basic dome, some resource RC. Put him in a little different area so he can be a little more efficient there. There we go.
The dome is complete, but we have to supply it with water, power, and oxygen before we can use it.
Okay, well I don't have oxygen, so not sure about that. Moxie, okay, produces oxygen.
Resources are low.
Not sure what this is going to need. I know it's going to need power.
Well done. You have completed the
Okay,
simulation
I got it,
successfully.
okay. Good little
Welcome back,
hour-long
Commander.
tutorial here.
In this tutorial, you will finally familiarize yourself with the challenges of sustaining a society on Mars.
Okay, so here we go. We got our little...
The foundations for bringing your first colonists have already been laid down. One of the final things left to do is to provide the founders with living space. With all preparations complete, the colony is ready for the arrival of the founders. From this screen, you can inspect all available applicants and determine which ones will travel to the colony. You may want to review and hand-pick individual candidates for the founders. Colonists will arrive on Mars with a small amount of food, but it will not last long. We need to make sure that they will be able to produce their own food on the red planet. The hydro... Colonists need service buildings to keep them comfortable on Mars.
New colonists have arrived.
Great. Now that you have a spacebar, you can customize its work settings.
Okay. Disable one work slot. Okay.
Full of hope and determination, the first founders have set foot on the Red Planet.
Disable one work slot. Active. Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we close that work slot. Not sure
Healthy
why we did that,
colonists at
but
working age are able to fill any position, but how well they perform at a certain position varies between colonists.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like this game's got a lot. So I'm gonna have to get used to it, or make you sit down and figure it out. This reminds me of one of the Anno games, so where there's just a lot to it. This doesn't feel like there's so many, 50 million different resources, but there might be, so I'm not too sure. We're gonna have to find out here. It's a lot of wind, a lot of solar, a lot of backups. Not sure what that is. Stores oxygen. Okay. Stores water. Transport guy.
Work shifts, among other things, are a way to manage your workforce. The more shifts a building has open, the more colonists it will attract to work there.
Okay.
Buildings with higher priority will be allocated workers, power, and maintenance before others. With the research lab up and running, let's begin researching. Congratulations. You have provided everything needed for a successful founder stage.
All right.
You have completed the tutorial for the founder stage.
Multi-text tutorial. Oh my gosh. All right, so hour-long tutorial.
Welcome back, Commander. In this tutorial, you will manage a larger colony that...
Multiple domes, alright.
Shuttles can transport resources and colonists across great distances.
Another shuttle hub over here, don't I? I mean, it's kind of cool. Cool little sim game, you know. I think after we pass these tutorials, we'll
Now that we
play
have
for a little bit.
operational shuttles, it's time to establish a mining dome.
Mining dome. Yeah.
There are no colonists in the mining dome. We must provide living space for the colonists so they can move there. Don't forget to provide basic services for the citizens of your new dome.
Where's the where's the farm thing?
You can set up filters for every...
Yeah, why can't I build a farm? Danger.
Being near a rare metals deposit, this dome is best suited as a mining hub.
Okay.
So it's best to encourage geologists to migrate here.
Okay. Okay.
This dome has been designated for research purposes, so it's best to...
Okay, that's all right.
Colonists can migrate between domes using shuttles or walking when they are positioned close to one another. However, they cannot usually visit buildings in nearby domes on a daily basis unless they are connected.
Okay. See, you can't tell what the differences are between the two, but
Construct 2 farms in the new dome. They will be used as workplaces for the colonists in the old dome once the domes are connected. Domes positioned closely to each other may be connected with passages.
okay. That's cool. Looks like a shuttle. That's cool.
Good job.
Where the
Some
building's not
buildings can
working.
have upgrades that can improve them in various ways.
Crop failure reported.
Oh. Yeah, a lot to this game.
Congratulations. With the research complete, a new upgrade for your extractors is now available. It is not automatically activated in your buildings.
Bummer.
Nice work. The upgrade has been constructed.
Okay, but I mean, I can't really tell. Like, you know, it's kind of a bummer. Alright, why is this?
The command center is
Identify
a
which
treasure
building's
trove
not
of
working.
information about the colony. Congratulations,
Well, there you
Commander.
have it. A
have
first
graduated
look
from the
at
International
surviving
Mars
Mars.
Mission
I want to
Training
thank everybody
Simulation.
for watching. I think my review is going to be that this is a game has a lot to it. I appreciate all the ins and outs of it. We went through the tutorial, and I really liked playing it. I think there's is one of these games where you got to kind of sit and learn and understand how to play and understand how to which stuff goes to what and kind of become familiar with it. But I do like the drone concept, do like the Mars concept, bringing colonists in, but there's a ton to it. So if you're into this sort of game, go ahead and pick it up. I like it. I'll probably pay a little bit more. And yeah, thanks for watching. And I'm gonna see if anybody's wants to. I think I said okay over 100 times probably. So if anybody wants to count it and let me know, that'd be pretty funny. So thanks for watching and have a good day. Cheers.